Cricbuzz Comm box in the 15th over. I was trying to find a way to describe the situation of the game thus far, and I think I've come up with something. Just have a look at Alex Carey's face, bandaged up, and I think, Zaheer Khan, that sums up where the Australian innings is right now. Slightly battered, but fighting on.
Yes, absolutely. I think what I was impressed with largely was the kind of lengths which England bowlers bowled. If you go back to their match at Lords against Australia, this was missing. You know, they were not brave enough, not courageous enough to get that length going on a far more helpful track than what we saw today. Today's track actually has looked good, has got a nice even bounce. With that new ball, whatever help there could be, they've just exploited that. You know, backed themselves and bowled that fuller length, and that's something which gave them the rewards as well. Now it's about Australia building up the partnership and getting back in the game, which I do feel that, you know, it's still we're going to see that score which we were predicting around 270 280. I think that still is a possibility. It's just the tough phase. I think Smith has seen it through. He dealt with this phase beautifully, along with Carey as well, who is fighting hard.
Yes, certainly is, but Steve Smith has to be the key. I mean, you've got the top order, just like the much vaunted Indian top order. You talked about Finch and Warner being the real backbone of Australia. Both of them haven't contributed in this innings. So Smith, who's now moved from 4 to 3, has everything to do. So if he has to get that 270, Smith will have to pretty much get 100.
There's no doubt about it. You know, he has to hold this inning together. Someone needs to be anchoring that innings, and others can rally around him. Carey has looked good, even though he got a tough ball from Woakes Archer, which he can trouble anyone. But he's there and he's looking comfortable. So the partnership is certainly building, which from Australia's point of view needs to now prolong for as long as possible.
From England's bowling point of view, they've got plenty of resources at their disposal, but Woakes Archer, much talk about him before the start of this tournament, didn't deliver every single time, sometimes maybe tried too hard, and today again he just looked to have that rhythm going. Woakes, of course, has always got that rhythm going, but Woakes seemed to have that extra rhythm today.
Set the tone for the match, and much was expected of him, and he has to me lived up to his expectations. You know, he was bringing in that X factor to that England team and the bowling attack. He's exceptional talent. There is no doubt about that, and with more confidence and more international game time, he's going to get even better and better. He's looked focused today. Certainly has got that extra bit which was expected. It's a big occasion, big semi-finals. Chris Woakes also has backed himself to bowl that length which we were talking about, and that has something which it's his home ground as well, and has played most of his cricket here on this ground. So that also helps as a bowler to understand and back yourself to do the right things.
Final point, as a fast bowler now, knowing that you're going to be talking about a relatively older ball for the second third of the innings, with this being a good batting surface and with Smith and Carey putting on a good partnership, Stoinis, Maxwell to come, how do the bowlers approach it in terms of trying to say, let's keep them down to a manageable total?
Well, the first and foremost, they need to find a way of breaking this partnership. That's something which is very important. You have to have that killer instinct to go through and you know make it happen, rather than just let the game drift apart. So that will be the responsibility on Morgan. What are the resources? How can you be proactive in this scenario and create that chance? You know, if not through bowling, you know, maybe a piece of brilliance in the field, maybe a great catch or a run out. So that's the kind of mindset they should have. They've got a grip on this match. Now it's about tightening that grip, and for them to tightening for them to tighten the grip. I think it's important that they keep the energy going, they keep the belief going, and that's something which will be the most important thing for them to do over this next 20 overs. Because if next 20 overs Australia manages not to lose any wicket and keep pushing that run rate to 4 runs per over or more, get closer to 5, then it will be an even game. So that's something which is the next phase of the match coming now. These 20 overs is going to define that. Adil Rashid probably will come in at some stage, so that may be a factor. Let's see whether he is able to make that impact, because it's just about getting that breakthrough as early as possible now for England.
Yes, certainly is. But I think the key words there from Zaheer Khan was they've got a grip on this match. They don't want to release that. Only thing is be a little easy on the opposition. Don't grip too hard on the jaw because it's hurting.